Thank you for everything that just transpired, Lord. And Lord, we thank you for your son. Time for your word, Lord. I sit down, Lord, and you step up and feed your people on high. Give them something that they be able to apply to their life throughout this week, Lord, till they hear the word again. Lord, we thank you for your spirit. We thank you for everything you have done thus far. In Jesus' name we pray. Let everyone say amen. 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 We did a couple of changes, and we're just trying it out just to see if it works and help us out a little bit. Going to the book of Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. The book of Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. Starting at the 9th verse. You have it, I should stand for the reading of the Lord's word. his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up. May the Lord have a blessing on the word today, which we know the word is already blessed. You may be seated. Amen. I want to talk to you about, everybody say, you can't do it by yourself. Amen. You can't do it by yourself. You got to have some kind of help. Amen. We find here that we know that when working together, it's better to work together than work alone. We find that two are better than one. And because of the two being together, all of us. It couldn't be just ground soldiers, but it couldn't just be the army, but it had to be the Marines who go in and set up the perimeters. Or it had to be the Air Force who take over the skies. Or it had to be the Navy who take over the water. It just couldn't be the army by themselves. So they all had to work together for the same. If one fell, all fell. One fell, all fell. And we tie this back into the church. If one fell, all fell. That means that we're supposed to look at them fall and step on them and keep moving. But we're supposed to help them up. To be able to save them. It's better for them to be wounded and saved and then dead and left out there for nobody to claim them. Amen. So we pick them up as we move forward. We have friendship is very important, amen. They say there is fellowship, and we fellowship with who? Our friends, amen. They say there's no ship like what? Fellowship? Like, y'all heard that before? There's no ship like fellowship. And friendship falls in line. Let's go to James, the 4th chapter, the 4th verse. And it talks about what kind of friends that we should have, how we should handle. It didn't say that you was against. It said it's an enemy. So we know that's against. That means you are a threat to God. Amen. And so we have to be careful who we call friend. We have to be careful who we allow in our circle, because when we allow people in our circle, they can tarnish our circle if they don't have God in their life. It said, a man that has a friend must show himself friendly. Amen. If you want a friend, You got to show yourself friendly. That means that if I'm your friend, I can tell you right from wrong. That means if I'm your friend, that when you going through, I'm there to help you. I'm not there to hurt you. I'm not there to put you down. I'm not there to ridicule you. I'm there to be a help. Amen. And we have to show ourselves friendly. And then it goes on even further to understand what a friend is. It says, and there is a friend, stick it closer. Other cities and other places and other towns and other houses, we should be trying to talk to each other about the Lord. That's what we call a friendship. A friendship. Next relationship I want to talk about is marriage. See, a lot of people say, well, I ain't married. But when you gave your life to Christ, you became married to him. Amen? Genesis 2:24 says this, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall understand that God has blessed you with a husband. God has blessed you with a wife. No matter what your mama or your daddy say, they don't have no say in what you do with your wife. They don't have no say in what you do with your husband. That's your relationship, because God becomes the head of your relationship. We got to learn. having children, when they was having problems, they went to the priest, and the priest went into the Vatican, and he went in and he prayed for them, and he went in and lit incense for them on their behalf. And that became their spiritual guidance, because they knew that the priest would get a word into God. That was their advocate. But we know that we have a main advocate as well. Amen. God just don't leave us there with the preacher, because we know we got a lot of crooked preachers out there. Amen. We got a lot of ones that are all about the money. We got a lot of ones that are all about them. But we got some real preachers out there that want to speak on behalf of the people. So the ones that deal with the crooked preachers, they have to go on their own and speak to the Lord. And Jesus Christ intervened on our behalf. 2 Corinthians 1:1 says, we also helpers together by prayer for us, that the gift bestows upon us by the means of many persons, that may be given by on our behalf. We pray for you, and you pray for the preacher. You have a relationship with the Father. You have a relationship with the Son. It's very important that we understand that it is my last scripture. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the wind blew. The strong house, right? Don't turn down the help, because the help is only here to make you strong. When there's two working together in unity, you become stronger. You become rewarding. Remember in the scripture it says, two are better than one. That means that you ain't good enough, because you need somebody to be better. You ain't a good carpenter until you have somebody to train you to be a carpenter. You ain't a good student until you have somebody to teach you how to become a good student. You ain't a good person until you have somebody to teach you to be a good person. I want to give you another analogy, and then I'm done. When a child is born, when a child is conceived, even when they conceive, do you know you can teach that child why? I was like, yeah. Women know. So I need you, you need me, we are. Y'all know the song? We are part of God's family, right? Stand with me. Agree with me. We all are part of God's family, right? It is His will. It is His will for us to be together. So intimacy. In order for us to have an intimate relationship, we have to give our life to Christ. But first of all, we got to understand what Christ did for us. Christ went through 42 generations and he came down just so he could save us. Yeah. He was spit on, he was crucified, he was people that the Passover. They were celebrating the Passover. A lot of people didn't know that they were celebrating the Passover when Jesus did the Last Supper. But he said, I go to prepare a place for you. And then he said, not only that, he said, take this bread. He said, the body will be broken. And he said, eat. And then he take the wine and he said, listen, I'm going to bless this wine. This is sitting with the disciples. And he said, I bless this wine and I give it to you because it'll be for the blood that I shed for you on Calvary. And as often as you do this in remembrance of me. We don't have to do communion on first Sunday. We don't have to do communion on second Sunday. But it said, as often as you do this, you can do it every Sunday if you want to, but as often as you do this, you're doing this in remembrance of me. But he did that, and after that, he was betrayed with a kiss. Marched from judgment hall to judgment hall, hung on the cross, and he died there. He didn't stay dead. Took the keys from hell. And all power was in his hand. When he rose from the dead, he said, all power is in my hand. I have power over heaven. Because you belong to him. Whenever you get done, you don't belong to yourself, but you're bought with a price. The price that Jesus has shed his blood to get it right. We're standing. I want to extend an invitation to you. This morning.